Hi everyone and welcome back to the Walro & Co channel. Now today I've got a phonics video for you, and today's phonics video is all about digraphs and trigraphs. And all we're going to do is we're going to review all of the digraphs and the trigraphs that we have learned so far. And I wonder how many of them you can remember. So let's begin. The first digraph we're looking at is this one here. It's been a long time since we learnt this one, but I'm sure lots of you remember which one it is. We've got a curly k and a kicking k. And when we put them together, it makes the k sound. So, that is the k digraph. Now, what would we put underneath it if we were putting our sound buttons? We would put a line, because it's a digraph. Because a digraph is when we have two letters that make one sound. Now I've written a word which you might like to write yourself. If not, you can just help me sound it out and blend them together. D, a, k. D, a, k. D, a, k. Duck. That's the word duck. Quack, quack. I wonder if you can do a duck noise. D, a, k. Duck. Well done. And that has the k digraph in. The next digraph we're going to look at is, this one here. Now remember, it's a digraph because it's made up of two letters. And we slither down the snake. Here we go, slither down the snake. It is made up of two of the letter S, the S sound. And this makes the S sound as well. So if you see two letter S's next to each other, two S, then remember it just makes the S sound. So in a word, we don't, well, help me out, what sound is that? I, S. But we don't go, sorry, I, S, hiss. We just say it once, we just go, I, S, hiss. Like a snake might make a S noise. But we don't say the S twice, so we don't need to go, I, S, hiss. We just go, hiss. Well done. Should we have a look at another digraph? Ooh, now remember this one doesn't always look great on my computer. But they're two. And remember there are two letters that make one sound, so it is a digraph, even when it's the same letter. And together they make the sound as well, the. Okay, so should we put that into a word? Oh, it's a long word. We've got we've got I. And then we've got our digraph, which is the digraph. So it's if, sniff, sniff, sniff. I have a sniffly nose if you've got a cold. Sniff. But remember, we don't need to say it twice, so we don't need to go sniff, sniff. It's just sniff, sniff. Well done. Ooh, I wonder if you know what sound this is. This is the all digraph. Now remember, we have two of these. What sound is that? What letter is that? That's two of the letter L, the all sound, and together they make the all. Okay, so we put that into a word. I wonder if you can sound that out for me. B, e, all. B, e, all. The L. Bell. That's the word bell. Ring, 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 ring. Like when it's tidy up time, we ring the B, e, all. Bell. Well done. Next up we have this here, which is the Z digraph. Okay, remember it's two letters, but together they do make the Z sound. Okay, so we put that into a word. Ooh, what sound is that? That is and then we have our digraph, which is Z, b-a-z, buzz, buzz, like a bumblebee would buzz. Oh, went too quickly. Who knows what digraph that is? It's the qu digraph. We have the letter Q and the letter U. Okay, which when put together make the qu digraph. Qu. And if we were going to write that in a word, I've put a double digraph in this word because well, I like to test you, and I know it's really tricky, but I know you're all clever clocks. And what digraph's this? E, queen, 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 with her crown. Queen, queen, queen. Well done. That word includes the digraph and the E digraph. What's this one? Do you know which sound this is? It's the ch. It's a train goes ch ch choo choo. Ch. Okay, now should we try and put that into a word? Remember, it's made up of the curly k and the when we together make the ch. So if we're going to write that in a word, it would look like this. I wonder if you could read this word before I do. Ch, ip, ch, ip, chip. Like what we eat when we have fish and chips. Chip. Well done. Chip, chip. Now this is a tricky one. But we have the t sound and the letter T and the letter H, which when we put together make the, you can pull some silly faces, sorry, with that one if you want, like a clown. As long as I can see your tongue. That's the digraph. Can you think of any words that the digraph is in? I thought of this word here. Can you sound it out for me? Off. Off. Moth. Moth. Like the mini beast. I wonder if you thought of that word yourself. Off. Moth. We're doing so well with all these digraphs. Wow, we've got through loads already. Shall we see if there's any more? Oh, we've got this one here. With the S and the letter S and the letter H. Which when we put together make the sh digraph. Sh. Can you think of any words that have the sh digraph in? Maybe you'd like to write them down on a piece of paper and make a list if you can think of any words with the sh digraph in. Oh, I've got a few. Shall we see which one I went for? I went for this word here. I wonder if you had this on your list or you thought of this one. Sh. Op. Sh. Op. Sh. Op. Sh. Op. Shop. Shop! Where you go to buy things. I also thought of the word sheep and ship. Well done if you had any of those words. And the next words, well, the next digraph is going to be, ooh, it's made up of the letter N and the letter G, the and the g sounds. And do you know what digraph that is? What sound does it make? It makes the Mr. Walcott, what are you doing? That's the sound. I was silly, Mr. Walcott. I meant to say it's the digraph. Well done if you got that correct. Clearly I didn't. Like when you're strong. Okay, now can you think of any words? I've just given you one, strong, that have the digraph in. We'll see which one I went for. I went for this word here. I wonder if you had this on your, you came up with this one. Ring. What you might wear on your finger. A ring. Well done if you had that. Remember, it's made up of a ring. What's this sound here? Do you know which digraph this is? This is the A. A. Now, can you think of any words that have the A digraph in? I think of some myself. got one. It was this word here. Wonder if you can sound this out before I do. That's the R. And what sounds that? It's the N. R, A, N. R, A, N. Rain. Rain. Rain! Falls from the sky and makes us wet. Rain! With the A digraph in. Well done if you remembered that one. Oh, we looked at a word for this one earlier. Can you remember? It's the two of the letter E. But together they make the E sound. Okay, the E. E. Can you think of any words with the E sounded? Now we looked at one earlier which was queen with a queen. Can you think of any others? Let's see which one I went for. I went for this word. It's a double digraph word. Sh. E. P. E. P. Sheep. Sheep. Bah. I wonder if you can do a better sheep impression than me. Bah. You probably can. That's the word sheep. Well done if you read that. What digraph is this? Wait a second, a digraph is two letters that make one sound. How many letters have we got here? 1, 2, 3. This isn't a digraph. What's this? It's a trigraph. Oh, this is exciting stuff. Now this trigraph is made up of 3 letters. The letter I, the letter G, and the letter H. The I sound, the G, and the and together they make the I sound. I. I. Now, can you think of any words that have the I sound in? Maybe you'd like to write them down. You can put your sound buttons on. If not, you just think of them in your head and see if you get the same one as me. I got this word here. All, light, all, light, 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 a bright light, shining. Well done if you've read the word light. Light. Ooh. It's made up of the O and the A, and together they make the O. The O digraph. And in a word, B, O, T, B, O, T, B, O, T. Boat. Well done. Ooh. Ooh. Now, there's 2 different ways we can say this. Do you know what they are? Because it's 2 of the letter O. Sorry, 2 of the sound O, the letter O. And we can either say it the long way, which is ooh, and the short way, which is And if I see it in a word, I sometimes read it both ways, and I think, which one sounds right? So let's go, this is the ooh, or it could be the but let's put it in a word and find out which one it is. Okay, so we've got B, and we've got a K. So it's either B-ook, book, B-ook, book. That doesn't sound right. Or B-ook, B-ook, book. Like what you might read a book, not a book. Should we have a look inside a book? It's a book. A look inside a book. Well done if you knew that. That's a really tricky one. Now we've got the other one. So we've had the sorry, so this should be the ooh. Should we put it in a word? Okay. So one way to start, we've got our then our digraph, then our what sounds that as d, d, d. Now we could try off by starting with the short one. Ud. Food. No, that doesn't sound right. What about ood? Ood. Food. Well done, that sounds much better, doesn't it? Food, like what you might eat. Not food, but food. Well done. Ah, it's this sound. Do you know what sound it is? It's made of the letter A and the letter R. And together they make the R or the ah sound. Depends, you can either pretend you're a pirate, R, or you can pretend that a doctor's putting something to cheat your mouth and going ah. Either way works. Well done if you knew it was that sound. Should we put it into a word? Ah. Can you blend that together without me? Arm. Farm! Where the animals might live, or where you might get eggs from. There's lots of things that happen at a farm. We love farms. Farm! Well done. And the last one, the most recent one we learned, is the or. Remember? E-or, or, made up of the letter O and the R, the letter R, which is the O and the sound. Sorry, the letter O and the letter R, the O and the sounds. Should we put that into a word? I wonder if you can read that word before I do. Orc. 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 Fork. You eat with your knife and fork. Well done. Now that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed that quick recap and review of all of our digraphs. We haven't looked at them in a while, so I'm very impressed that you knew some of them. Keep up the good work, and I hope to see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.